What up, my freaks? Rune Insight here with part, I want to say, 26 of my Total Warhammer II modded Thorek campaign. So as we saw last time, we have defended yet again in the Fortress of Dawn, and another of Malice's forces has fallen. Malice is doing okay over here for himself, but it looks like the Fortress of Dawn was a good pickup just by virtue of the fact that it can keep holding the ground here with our new Slayer Lord, Mr. Dimzad Death Dealer, which is a very appropriate name for a Slayer Lord, you gotta admit. In fact, you can have Ancestral no, you can have Scarred Veteran. Yeah, have Scarred Veteran. You're already hitting pretty hard, and I think we can make you hit even harder as we go. Anyway, other than that, we are trying to now find an enemy Skaven that is not the Clan Scryer Skaven that are in Itza, even though we would love to get that gold for ourselves. We're going to have to try to find them as we go. Now, there's some... Oh, I forgot to do an unassigned skill point between the episodes. What is this? From who? Oh, that's this thing. You know what? We are going to delete you later. So I guess we could just do this stuff, like Assault Garrison and, nah, why not? Specialist and Assault Garrison. And I guess Assassinate and Assault units. Yeah, fine. Fine, you do that and then start moving up here. We need you to help identify those Skaven. But judging by the fact that there's still Clan Scryer heroes over here, I have a fear that everything all over this place is Scryer. All of this is Scryer. Oh, well, if it is, it is. We'll deal with them. Kazran True Eye, my friend, you got yourself another level up last time as well, so let's get you. I guess Brass Lung. Oh, no, wait, you're moving towards Deadly Onslaught, so grab Wound Maker 906, nearly 1,000 damage. Pretty good for a generic Dwarf Lord, eh? And he's at level 14. I mean, I'm pretty damn happy with that. What do you have, by the way? Trickster's Helm, yeah. Alright, nice. Nice, and I believe with that we can then turn and keep looking for dem Skavens. Poor Mazdamundi's getting wrecked all over there. Pat Grief is powering up again. Probably gonna hit us soon. And oh, I think I just saw another one of Mazdamundi's territories get killed. Ouch. Ouch. Where's Dastan? Is he still following us over here? Hey. It's just straight up taking money from us now. Alright, you go here. What is this? Is this a mysterious sign? No, it's a shipwreck. So we'll have to auto-resolve that. Maybe go around here. I'll grab all this stuff. And go. Free XP and money still. And explore and auto-resolve. There we are. Take the money. There we go, another 8k. Love it. And with the money we got from that, I guess it was probably more like 10k. You, my friend, I'd love for you to get Toughen Up after Blade Shield. We'll go Toughen Up next. Unless we need Great Grumbler. Cooldown minus 25% to Patriarch. That's a fairly strong buff to the Lord nearby. Maybe we'll get that first. Alrighty. Happy with that. Now, ooh, we have Settlement Upgrade available. Ooh, Great Turtle Isle, very much so. That's already making a decent amount of cash, and we can make it even more decent as we go. That's the only level up we got, so let's also keep upgrading Kilns. You, 5k, probably not worth it considering the amount of money that you can give us. Let's then build up you, Night Forest, and Kayaks. So what I want here is one of these things. And then, well, this is a Tinker's Den. I do want to get an Engineer's Workshop, though. Alrighty, so I think what we want to do here is build a Hall of Oaths, regardless of the insane expense, and a Tinker's Workshop. It'll mean not building a Slayer Shrine and a Rangers Barracks. Well, actually, we could build a Rangers Barracks here if we were to want to build Rangers out of here. And I don't see why we wouldn't. Yeah, why not? Why not? And does anything here help with any of this? Oh no, we need the public order from this. Yeah, fine. I really wish that some of these buildings would give us a little bit more public order. Wait, this gives us the ability to recruit Thanes anyway. The Hall of Oaths, I mean. Wait a second, so we don't even need the mustering hall for that. Alright, just do that. Ooh, you know what? Considering the cost of that, maybe we go Masters of Steel and Stone first. Might be a little bit less painful. In fact, the cost of that at level 1 is probably negligible. Yeah, let's wait on that until next turn. Let's get some other upgrades right now. Fortress of Dawn, you're good. Lost Valley, oh, you still have plenty of upgrades. This Let's go. Well, we are avoiding the next level of the Scrat mine for now. Although, you're plus 18 public order. Partially because of this. Also losing money because of this, but it's also providing a lot of public order everywhere, regardless of the corruption and everything. So might be worthwhile. All right, fine. Max out the cash then. Max out the cash, and then let's get you this. Max out those bakeries until you're maxed out in terms of level. I'm probably overcompensating for all the screwed up growth we've had all game, but you know, sometimes you gotta. Alrighty, so we're done with that. Thorek, you stay where you are for now until we figure out where we can find some other enemies. Wallatal, let's see which Skaven's here. Is it Scryer? Cancel move. I really wish this wouldn't go right over everything. Ah, yes, okay, this is Clan Fester. How many territories do they have? 3, okay. Thorek, come here. You go kill Fester.
Tried and tested.
You go kill Fester. Adam's family fans triggered. Alrighty, are you at war with anybody? You're at war with Mazda Mundi. Perfect. Because that's who will ask. Alright, so what we want to do is we want to find out if this is also your territory. I'd like to find all your territories if possible. So yeah. At least it'll be something for Thorek to do. And then, maybe, if this is also their territory, maybe we can get all the stuff bordering the Bloodhall Cavern as well, without worrying about Scryer being constantly in the way. Alright, I'm happy with that. Everybody else, I believe, that needs to move has done moving. Mr. Dimzad, you just sit here while these guys are doing whatever the hell they are. Probably gonna attack us with another stack soon as well. I don't think we can attack him back. So that's you, Dimzad. Ooh. Of Lustria, are you maxed out? Yeah, no, okay, you should be able to defend yourself. I just wanted to double check there. Who are you? Oh yeah, you're the Thane we built. Thane, it'd be faster to go by sea. Doesn't look like it. Go by land then. If you can't go by sea, go by land. Go figure. Even though we've got plenty of seagoing dwarfs among us. You know what we want to do probably right now, though? We probably want to double-check anywhere that isn't using High King's Tribute in case it needs High King's Tribute. Like, for example, Chupayatl, you're at +5 only until you get that that other building that buffs you. We're gonna save that. You are at +2. Definitely want to wait on that one. What about you? You're at +18. I think we can switch you to High King's Tribute then. There we go. Southern Grey Jungle. You are already in High King's Tribute, although you're only at +7. You are in High King's Tribute and you're in +7. You need to venerate the ancestors because you're only at +2, and then you need to venerate the... Well, actually, you're +8. With the Lord here. Better than nothing. And you can also increase the growth rate. Yeah, you know what? Increase the growth rate instead, because you're growing incredibly slow, and it's gonna take a long time to get there. I'm almost tempted to replace the refectory with a barley field. I'm actually surprised that refectories don't provide a little bit of growth, because you'd think other dwarfs would be like, whoa, they got good beer over there, that's where we're going. Nah, but oh well. End turn. Next. Let's kill that little mini Skaven clan. Pestilence scheme by Clan Rictus. Faction destroyed, Knights of Calidor. What the hell is going on out there? Well, Tlok was still alive, but, you know, possibly not for much longer. Alrighty, you. Is the Cavern of the Luxogor also belonging to these guys? It looks like it is. Just need to find where their other city is. Cancel, move, Clan Fester, yes. Now, will it be the Pillars of the Unseen Constellation? Wait, do they have any Skaven corruption here? 37. What about here in Quitax? 36. Okay, so that means that... Wait, this can't possibly just be ruins. But how can there be no Skaven corruption here when Itza belongs to Scryer? I think that's a lie. I feel like this is Spittle and this is Scryer. We're gonna jump down here and see. Next turn, I guess. And if it's not this, then it'll be this, and then we'll know either way. Alright, Thorek, you're moving up, and I guess next turn we're going to summon ourselves a Norgrimling's Ironbreakers. Don't need this Dwarf Warrior unit, we are going to replace them all anyway. Yeah, we'll summon this next turn, just so we don't waste the money right now. Alrighty, what else do we need to build? I know that we were building a bunch of military buildings here, or at least we were planning to. So let's get that Tinker's Den, and let's get that Hall of Oaths. Lovely. You're gonna get an upgrade. Now, this is gonna take all our cash, but that's not a big deal. You are going to get yourself a... well, I guess we'll build a trading depot here just to buff up nearby territories, and I guess, yeah, okay. Oh, you know what? We'll build this here, as well as the Ranger building. And then we'll replace this with the Trader's Depot later. Masters of Steel and Stone no longer needed. Now switch out, at least for now, back to Venerate the Ancestors. Okay, we could technically untax this territory, if we really wanted to. Alright, anybody else? Dimdaz, you're where you are needed to be. You're going here. You need to find us some more Skull Islands. That's a shipwreck, so it means a battle, but we can move up closer to it. Let's go right here. Where's Dastan? He's still out here. Still super suspicious. Alright, anybody else? Alright. Cat's meowing.
What?
Oh, they actually have an army here. Borg Zap Scruddle. Oh, he got some warp-lightning cannons. Might actually have some nice stuff in his army, who knows. Alrighty, let's end the turn and let's get to it. I'd actually like to get some fights.
Greetings. What do you require of Caracas?
How are you doing, Mazda? You're surrounded by enemies on all sides. You want allies, but you can't have them. Ooh, and you're now providing less trade. Man, we're not gonna be able to trade with much soon. Hopefully, when we discover Khemri, they'll be really powerful and they'll love us. That's the dream. Oh, he's gonna attack this guy and kill him, isn't he? Yeah, he is. Alright, well, I risk this guy. It's not a big deal that he dies. It is what it is. Yeah, you're dead, buddy. You're dead. we had to use him to uncover the enemies here. And, oh, wait, is that your army there? Huh.
Make it snappy,
What's this?
I've got work to do.
Who are you? Rogue Armies. Captain Sissoko, Terrors of the Dark Straits. I have no idea where you are. Skaven Conflict. Defeat the following lord in battle. I think we can manage. You are going to go and get your Iron Breakers, so that we have 2. Recruit. And then we are going to attack this with a stack here. Oh, this might actually make it worthy of a cinematic battle. Well, isn't that lovely? Let's get to it. Let's see how artillery handle... Well, I mean, honestly, this is kind of garbage anyway, so... alrighty, yeah, we're gonna make this a cinematic battle. Pyrrhic victory and high casualties. They don't have Warp Bomb, though, but they do certainly have a decent amount of troops. Let's go. Let's see if this gives us a good time. Alrighty, here we go. Clan Fester, lucky in that it can actually defend a city with a full stack on top of the garrison stack. However, very unlucky because what do we know about Skaven? They always get screwed with this one city. And the city is trash. It is absolutely trash, and the AI always gets absolutely obliterated here. But what can you do? I mean, I suppose we could have attacked from this side, but would that really even have changed anything, considering the fact that we would have still destroyed all the towers with our artillery? Probably not. All this does is speed up the matter a little bit, as we have a couple less towers to destroy, and the enemy is a little bit more blobbed up around this gate. Alrighty, so here we go. Poor Skaven, why do they always get this map? Like, at this point, it's gotta be a, it's not a coincidence. Do all the lizard factions get this map too? And I know I've seen the lizard factions get this map a number of times, but I feel like it's way, way more screwy for the Skaven, unfortunately. Speaking of the Skaven being screwed over, now the artillery barrage comes in. And we certainly do have a lot of ammunition on our artillery, and we are definitely going to use it. Try to basically obliterate as much of the enemies here as possible, as we usually do for sieges, while maintaining distance from the enemy artillery. They do do have a fair amount of artillery themselves. One or two, I think it's 2 warp lightning cannons. Wait, I know that there's at least one Kato. There's one there. How many warp lightning cannons? Oh, it's 4 per blob. So yeah, they got 2 sets of warp lightning cannons, and it looks like 3 sets of plague claw catapults. Yeah, some nice stuff there. And I think the plague or the warp lightning cannons, unless I'm mistaken, have a longer range than our own stuff. They've got 500 range. That's pretty damn nice. We've got 450 range. They do in fact outrange our Thorek buffed grudge throwers as well. Now, grudge throwers are granted a fairly low level, level contraption, but nonetheless, these are Thorex personal grudge throwers. The old way is grudge throwers. It looks like this rat ogre killed a bunch of Skaven, which would be you know par for the course / on brand for the Skaven in general. Have the warlord just kill a bunch of underlings just to put the fear into the rest. Oh yeah. Artillery barrages. The Skaven should be used to this, A, from themselves, B, from their enemies, and in general, used to the concept. While the artillery barrage is going, we're now going to move up our quarrelers, going to try to get rid of the enemy plague priests and warlock engineers as much as possible so that they don't cast their spells and kill the said quarrelers. Plus, since we have so much ammunition on our grudge throwers there, we're at about 65% or so, I think. We might as well get something done while we're waiting for them to continue killing stuff. And down goes a plague priest there. Oh, for a second I thought he had lost his head, but I think that was just his staff. Oh well. I'll just say he lost the head of his staff. Anyway, continuing the missile barrage here, or rock barrage, and getting some runes of wrath and ruin going at the same time. I mean, why not add some more fire to this bombardment, right? And another, is that a ring of, I keep forgetting what this name is. Ring of fiery whatever. Doing some more damage. I mean, it had to be done. Quarrelers helping out as well. Poor Skaven. Although, to be fair, they have a lot more where this came from, and it looks like luckily they're holding a couple of their elite units back. There's a Storm Vermin with Halberds unit back there. This one's actually a little bit too close, but was guarding the gate smartly enough. And they're keeping a bunch of, they're keeping the Mutant Rat Ogre back, of the regular Rat Ogres and Warlock Masters, so we can't focus those guys down. There's another Mutant Rat Ogre on this side as well, plus the enemy artillery. Speaking of the enemy artillery, once we are down a little bit on our ammunition, we will try to go after the artillery as well. Now it's time to focus these two heroes right here. They were looking out at the view together. It was a romantic rat time. Why must we interrupt romantic rat time? It just makes me sad. Let's see, which one of these guys are going to die first? The Plague Priest and the Warlock Engineer. They're like the Capulets and the Montagues. It looks like it'll be the Plague Priest that falls first. Age before beauty, I guess. Alright, here we go, and now we've got Skaven slingers here, but they're all going to get ripped apart as this Warlock Engineer gets hosed down by Quarrelers as well. A few stray shots coming down from our artillery as well, but it doesn't look like that's going to change much. Here we go, and it looks like this guy's running now. And the enemy AI is still broken with regards to the fact that it keeps spawning its additional Skaven units on top of itself back here for no reason whatsoever. I don't know why it keeps doing that. I mean, it's a bunch of free clan rats, but still, it's very weird. Very, very weird. Alright, how are we for ammunition? Still plenty, and I think at this point we can speed it up a little bit. I mean, we've seen most of what this battle has to offer by now, which is a lot of Skaven being ripped apart by Quarrelers. It's a cool, it's still a pretty cool scene, and still very strongly reminds me of Vermintide. I mean, what else? What else is there to this battle? Just keep. It's just more of this, at least for now, until we change things up. So let's move it up a little bit. These artillery pieces, as you can see, are moving. They're going to take down these towers, and are going to start moving in to where they can hit back the enemy warp lightning throwers. I think either we moved too close to the warp lightning throwers, or the warp lightning throwers moved closer to us, and they started finally hitting our quarrelers. Ooh, and it looks like we got some warp lightning going down on them via one of the spellcasters over here as well. I guess that's you, Mr. Warlock Engineer. You survived. Isn't that lovely for you? I actually didn't notice you, I think. But in the meantime, we're going to hose down this chieftain with some more quarrels. Can't hurt. Can't forget that this is Thorex quarrelers, so they hurt like hell. There we go. He is dropping fairly quickly. Slicing the Plague Ridden. Slicing's a neat name, isn't it? And oh, it looks like they're going to hit the Norgrimling's Ironbreakers. This is their first battle. Oh, and they're a really cool model. I really like the all the dark red armor. It's bloody. Yes, Ironbreakers, you're ready to hold the line, ain't you? Alrighty, how are we doing otherwise here? The enemy Lord looks about out of the way, and we're just about clear here. We're gonna send both our Lord and our Thane through so that they can break down the gate. And oh, they're gonna get hosed down by artillery a little bit, but we're going to attack the said enemy artillery in reprisal by sending our own artillery forward. I'm gonna get some artillery duels going so that they don't do too much damage. And ooh, the enemy's still getting some nice hits in with their warp lightning cannons. Gotta remember that range. Gotta love warp lightning cannons. They're also such a satisfying unit to use. I very much enjoy them when playing the Skaven. They're just really fun to watch as well. Alrighty, but our own artillery is moving in, and while we may be outranged, if the enemy is focusing down on our quarrelers, but we can certainly get a few shots in on this weird little pile of artillery that the enemy AI has got going. Just gotta wait for the telltale rocks flying through the air, at least the first ones. So I'm going to speed it up a little bit because, you know, we're waiting here. And there we go. The rocks are coming in, and it looks like this giant pile of artillery is going to get in each other's way as... Oh, wow, look at all that lightning arcing from the various pieces of warpstone there. But yeah, all in a blob, probably not the best idea. Too bad we don't have the guns ability to use on these guys like we do in defensive battles. I.e. siege battles. Yeah, kill the warp lightning artillery first, one exploding right there, and then kill the rest of the plague claws after. I believe the plague claws, unlike the warp lightnings, don't outrange us. Yeah, they've only got 400 range, so we outrange them. It's the warp lightning cannons that are the obvious threat here. Meantime, while all that is going on, our lords are still trying to break through the gate, but it is at 97% and about to be even lower. So let's watch them break on through. Come on, lords, you got this. We can see Thorex lightning hitting the gate. Honestly, because some of the lords' attacks look so epic, you'd think they'd break through the gate in a single go. Like, what the hell is like Kolek? I don't see Kolek taking more than like 2 hits to break down a gate, right? And probably not more than 1. Alrighty, it looks like the enemy Halberdier Storm Vermin are going to charge in, and they're fairly specialized against somebody like Thorek with a lot of armor-piercing damage in addition to the anti-large, so he certainly can take damage from them. Gotta have to be a little bit careful here. I wonder how our artillery are doing. Let's just check briefly back on them. They still all have ammunition. Ammunition buffs always come in handy. And let's see, one of these guys is running away. That's the Warp Lightning Cannon, I think. Is the second Warp Lightning Cannon running away, or is it not? This one is separated into units, but I don't know if it's running. Well, either way. Either way, keep making sure that the enemy artillery doesn't come back. There we go. No Plague Claws and no Warp Lightning Cannons, please. Well done to the Grudge Zors. Now let's check back on our lords while the rest of our army moves in. Norgrimling's Ironbreaker's finally going to have fight for themselves. And we're getting surrounded over here, but fortunately, it's good to get surrounded with runesmiths, or at least it's good to have units near runesmiths get surrounded, because you can just hit them with those runes of wrath and ruin and start dishing out insane amounts of damage, which is always nice. Now we can see that there are plague claws firing as well as a some nice warp lightning spam coming down. Norgrimling's Ironbreaker's taking some damage now. And same with the regular Ironbreakers. Yeah, it looks like these guys are still alive. Another one is coming off the field, but 2 more remain there. Hopefully not for much longer. Gotta try to get them off the field. We've destroyed plenty of these contraptions as well. We can see their destroyed bits lying on the ground. And this battle is starting to move strongly in our favor. We're up ahead against the enemy now. The enemy troop count has dropped by like nearly 4,000, so that's a pretty huge difference. And in the meantime, our lords and the Ironbreakers have nearly broken through and are getting ready to fight the enemy elite units who have been held back in reserve this entire time. Ironbreakers getting to work, led by Thorek. Here we go. And there we are. Now the dwarves are through, and I do believe they only have 1 enemy Plague Claw catapult left, and it shouldn't be too much of a threat compared to what we were seeing earlier. Mutant Rat Ogre and Rat Ogres milling around out there, as well as that Warlock Master, who is still fairly threatening. I would like to see how much damage it can do to the Ironbreakers if it charges them on that Doom Wheel. And well. There's your cue, buddy. Here comes the charge. And right into Thorek, as well with the support of all the Rat Ogres. We're going to charge them right back. Let's see how much damage this does to the Norgrimling's Ironbreakers, yeah. They're at about... Oh, wow, they're losing damage. Whoa, they are dropping quickly, eh? Huh. They just dropped like 20 HP in a few seconds. Gotta say, I'm impressed with somebody, but I'm not sure who I'm impressed with here. Is it the Rat Ogres? We do know that the Rat Ogres do armor-piercing damage, and so does the Mutant... Wait, the Mutant Rat Ogre does, but it also does magical damage, which I think does less than what we currently have. Kind of hard to say. Well, regardless, and then we have the armor-piercing Warlock Master and the Doom Wheel as well. Well, altogether, they're doing very solid damage to the Ironbreakers, who are at about half HP, and that's considering they have both Stand Your Ground and Master Rune of Oath and Steel on them. 115 melee defense, 202 armor, and they're dropping insanely fast. Oh man, yeah, I guess when everything is overpowered in the mod, then nothing is overpowered, right? That's the idea behind all this. Here we go. Gotta admit, the model for the Mutant Rat Ogre is pretty damn cool. Alrighty, and the enemy Warlock Master looks like he doesn't want to play anymore. We did run out of ammunition on our Quarrelers, but still have a couple more shots left on our Grudge throwers. Fortunately, they were able to beat all the enemy artillery, as well as all of the enemy towers, as well as a ton of enemy units. Definitely the stars of the show, as with any siege, have got to go to the Grudge throwers and to artillery in general. Otherwise, the enemy army is just about out of the picture, with the enemy Lord routing and all their elite units destroyed. It looks like they aren't going to stick around for much longer. Dwarves are surrounding this last Mutant Rat Ogre, who is just holding on through sheer brute force, I guess. But even that is not going to be enough, and as it watches its masters run away, it realizes that it will not be able to hold back Thorex throng. There we are. And just like that, the battle is over, and Clan Fester will be crippled, as this was probably their main force, in addition to one of their walled settlements. The rest will fall quite quickly, especially considering if this was a full stack plus garrison defense. If the rest of their stuff don't have don't have stacks in addition to their garrisons, they're not going to have a great time. Heroic victory, considering the very few losses we got and the insane amount of kills that we got. I think that does make sense, even though I do feel a little bad every time I use the artillery. It's all part of the game. Alrighty, once again, and probably as usual, we see just how powerful artillery is and how trivial it makes most siege battles. 88 losses where the enemy lost 5,000 units, and they had 2 warp lightning cannons which did outrange our artillery, though they used them, unfortunately for them, on our quarrelers instead, as well as 3 units of plague claw catapults. They could have very well out-artillery us if they had, done it properly, but alas, not possible for them. And they had a lot of heroes and lords as well, plus that mutant rat ogre, or 2 mutant rat ogres. Very nice AI, but unfortunately couldn't really get too much benefit out of them. I was impressed with how much damage I guess it was the Warlock Master, I want to say. Somebody did a ton of damage to the Norgrimling's Ironbreakers, although I'm not entirely sure how. We got 65, 66, 46, and 43 damage. 43,000, I mean, all of those were thousands damage on each of our artillery pieces. They did the vast majority of the work, although I certainly don't think the quarrelers were any kind of slouches either. And there we go, and I think this does cripple this faction already. Skaven Conflict, that is good. Our grudges are where we want them to be, and Walatal is now outside. What? Oh, we frickin' get a Tinker's Den right away. We don't need this, but maybe we keep this extra Tinker's Den for the extra research. Now, Master Engineers. Ooh, whoa, Ancestral Blood Smednir. That's pretty useful. Whoa, Weapon Strength plus 15 when fighting against Skaven. All units and army. Whoa. Oh, man. I just realized. Would that stack? Could you get like 5 guys with Thagaraki Slayer and just have a pure Skaven slaughtering force? Oh damn, I'm tempted to get that just to see whether that stacks. Huh, that's pretty interesting. You know what, I'd also really like to get the Ancestral Blood Smednir, but generally, Thagaraki Slayer, considering we're gonna have a huge war against Scryer, might be very worthwhile. Let's see. What did I want to check here? Oh, I wanted to check what you can actually do. Missile strength for missile units. I feel like we need to get at least one of you, regardless, in Thorex army. I mean, 2 would be ideal, maybe. But he does rely on range stuff a lot, and plus 12 missile strength and 20% ammunition would really help out. Plus... Wait, now this is his own Grudge Raker. Yeah, there's definitely some stuff we can get there. We'll need another one of these Tinkerer's places. Let's see. Yeah, we can increase the capacity by going to level 4, which we can build in one of our other territory, which is just gonna be fine. Now, Thorek. What was I gonna do with you? I don't want to commit the point for maintenance. And you know what? Smednir may be better. It's just that Smednir's so much better. I just keep thinking the fact that we could give these Quarrelers, which already have 98 missile strength, magical attacks as well, on top of buffing them up further with an Engineer. How much stronger would that make them? Well, against anybody but Dwarfs. Probably pretty significantly. You know, I still gotta think about it. It's so hard to decide between lore and effectiveness. It's not like this army really needs the help, but to be fair, we haven't had a lot of battles for Thorek in the field lately, so maybe it'll still be useful. You know what? I was gonna go through the blue line. I'm not gonna go all the way to the end of it, though. Maybe just to get the lightning strike for him. Do we really care about all this other stuff? You know what? Chance of intercepting an army in the underway might be useful if we are going to be fighting the Skaven later. Enemy siege holdout time we just plain don't care about, just because we have our own artillery to sort of kill the enemy. Although, you know, maybe we start powering up the Ironbreakers since we're going to get the Ironbreakers here. I mean, I could just turn around and get Axe Lord instead, but I still feel like we're going to go Ironbreakers in this army. When you have a much smaller melee line, you want the biggest, toughest melee units, and that's going to be the Ironbreakers. Yeah, and especially since we went honored by Grimnir anyway, so we're basically stuck with Hammers or Ironbreakers. Fine. Let's go through Grimnir's heirs. It's not a huge buff, but it is a buff nonetheless. You, Mr. Thane, who's been around for a very, very long time, I mean, it would be nice if we could skip Venerated. It's not that it's bad, it's just we have a lot of other options. You know what, I think we're going to hold on to your point for now. Let us continue doing stuff. We are basically out of time after that particular fight, though. You know what, it's pointless to get this right now, although we are close to being able to build the Troll Hammer torpedoes, but nonetheless, what did I want to build here? Oh, I wanted to build the Rangers Barracks, although we're probably not going to be building Rangers right now. We might eventually. Huh. I mean, what else would we get here, right? I guess we could just build a trading depot for now, temporarily, or we build the Erkul here. Really depends on what else we need to build there. Presuming that we build a Slayer Shrine, everything else is fine, and we have both of these structures there. Or all three of those structures, including the Hall of Oaths. I wouldn't really be needing any of the others. I mean, it's not like we'd build that there. I guess in theory we could probably build one of these things there as well. Now, you know what? Just for now, you're gonna build those to power everybody up. A trading depot. And we'll see about the rest later. I'm almost tempted to build the construction market just for the reduction in construction costs, but it's probably not worth it. Settlement upgrade available. Sentinels of Jiti. You get your upgrade, and that's about all we can do. Skip the unassigned skill points, because those can be assigned later, and I haven't decided. And let's go for Cavern of the Maleczagor next. Our lord here died. I'm actually kind of tempted to jump this lord over now that the this stuff is looking pretty good. Let's also just grab this. Where's Dastan? He's still chasing us. Still being very suspect. You can get yourself another... Oh, wow, that was a very small amount of money, but at least it was a decent amount of cash that we can still spend on stuff. Alright, post-battle loot for Kazran. Nice. Alright, you move up to here to this Fel Cargo. Watch these guys declare war on us and attack him next, just like the Skaven did. I wouldn't be surprised if they did. Although their garrison is fortunately trash. Yeah, I think we'll grab this and then we'll move back to the Golden Ziggurat or something. Gotta think about this. But the thinking will have to be done between the episodes because we are out of time. Next time, we will try to destroy Clan Fester for good, and I don't think they're going to stand much of a chance, as I believe that was their main army. If we can only figure out where they actually are staying, i.e. which one belongs to them and which one belongs to Scryer, that would be swell, which is why we're moving up this lord, and we'll see if he is effective at his job next time. So that's it as always. I do appreciate any and all feedback with regards to the gameplay or the way I do things on this channel. Don't forget to leave a like and comment, yada yada yada. All glory to the algorithm, and thanks for watching.